Basically, being a digital patriot, well, I call myself that because I actually started out on Twitter just wanting to follow President Trump because I was fascinated by his campaign. I loved the policies that he said he would implement, and he did. But at the time, I just wanted to hear a little bit about what he was saying on Twitter because I kept hearing on the media that, oh, President Trump said this, President Trump said that. And I was like, well, I need to see what he's doing for myself. So I signed up for Twitter. And once I got on Twitter, I started to, connect with other conservatives. I started to tweet my own thoughts. And then I actually started to stump for Trump as a digital soldier. I was there, whenever the media would say he said this, I would be the one to cut out the video to show what he really said. No, that's not true. This is what he really said. And then I would also be posting some of the policies that he was, talking about. I would be amplifying them on my social media account. So for 4 years, I basically was campaigning for the president. If we are continuing to let the left educate our kids, 50 million of them, we are losing the war because they're not being educated, they're being indoctrinated. If you are leaving your child with the left for 6 hours a day, 5 days a week for 13 years, you don't expect them to not be on the left when they grow up. And we're seeing that happen where, children are growing up with conservative parents. And then when they graduate from high school or graduate from college, they're Bernie Sanders supporting socialists, and they are completely indoctrinated in the left. And I think a lot of people haven't made that connection of, okay, well, you had your child being taught in a system that is completely run by the left. And it's a government system, and it's something that is a one-size-fits-all type system. The same objections that people have to Obamacare are the same objections you would have to public school. It is something that is not efficient. It is something that takes up a lot of money with a lot of money and no quality, right? So it's just something that we have to start thinking about because as conservatives, we're supposed to think of things as private. So we want private everything except educating our kids. When I grew up in Zimbabwe is a beautiful country, and it was a great country. It was a capitalist country. It was a successful country. And it was only towards the end before I left that things started to fall apart, and it was due to Marxism and socialism starting to take place in Zimbabwe. So once I came to the United States, it's just a lot of the values that I've learned in Zimbabwe that kind of propelled me here once I got here, just the values of hard work, because most Zimbabweans really are conservative. So I was raised very conservative, very Christian, which is very typical of Zimbabweans, and that's just the way we are. So naturally, I came to the United States, I worked hard, I just followed the same principles that, I was raised with, and I became successful. And, and that's why I wrote the book, Choice Privilege. I just made, good choices that led to a successful life. And that's kind of one thing that I like to tell people, that the left wants to make it about your race or your skin color or whatever, but it's not about that. It is about the choices that you make.